Right, so we're going to look at measuring distances in space. So obviously in space, distances are absolutely huge. They're like millions and millions and millions of meters. Okay, so having lots and lots of zeros on the end of numbers gets quite complicated. We can use standard form, but we can use other measures of distances. So we are going to talk about light years. Now, light years are a little bit confusing because it sounds like it should be a time, but it's not. A light year is a distance. Okay, so light doesn't travel at infinite speed, so it does take a finite time to travel between 2 points. However, it travels so fast that we do not notice this for everyday distances. In space, however, the distances between objects are very big and can take light a significant time to reach us. I think it's about 8 minutes to get from the sun to Earth. So a light year is the distance. Just going to close that door. By light in 1 year. So don't get confused by, because it says light year, it is not a time, it is the distance that light travels in 1 year. So we'll work out what that is. And basically what you do is you do distance is speed times time. So speed of light in space, we should know by now, is 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. So that's 3 times 10 to the 8 meters every second. So it says distance traveled by light in 1 second must be 3 times 10 to the 8 meters. So distance traveled by light in 1 year is 3 times 10 to the 8 times by the number of seconds in a year. So we need to work out the number of seconds in a year. So to do that, well, we know that 1 year is 365 days. And then 24 hours in each day. Then minutes, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. 525,000. Want to try that one again? You're close, but the number that I've got written down is different. I mean, it might be that I'm... Yeah. So 3, 1, 5, 3, 6, 0, 0, 0 seconds. It doesn't actually seem like that much, does it? But yeah, that's how many seconds are in a year. So there's not a lot of space actually where we have to write distance traveled by light in 1 year. Wait, it's 3 times 10 to the 8 times by this number here. So 3, 1, 5, 3, 6, 0, 0, 0. You might be able to fit it in slightly better than me. But 1 light year is 3 times 10 to the 8 times by that big number, which should be 9.46 times 10 to 15 meters. So the distance that light travels in 1 year is 9.46 times 10 to the 15 meters. Okay. So you may be asked, you do need to know how to work out what 1 light year is. So it's quite good just to know that number. You won't be told it, but it's good to sort of like just be familiar with that number. But it's just distance is speed times time, so speed of light times by a year in seconds. Now we're going to have a go at this table, okay? But what I'd like you to do, sorry, has everyone got that written down? That's right. Is I've written just the equations that you need to use for this table. So we've got a variety of sources. So source, Andromeda Galaxy, other side of the galaxy, blah, blah, blah. We've been given the time taken for light to reach Earth. in various units, years, minutes, or seconds. So then we're going to find the distance travelled by that light. So speed of light times by the time in seconds. And then number of light years is just the distance in meters that you've worked out divided by 9.46 times 10 to the 15. So I'd like you to have a go at working all those out. I'll put the answers in as well. Then once you've worked them out, you can continue with your poster. If you have finished your poster, you can do page 1 to 2 of your question booklet. Or the other poster if you want, yeah. So it's just big numbers. The only way that you'll make a mistake with this is just making sure you've got the correct numbers that you're using. So you'll need calculators for this. You can do it as table groups if you prefer. So you could take like one each. No. Yes. No. So that's what you're aiming for. Try again. And then try again and then let me know if you just make sure you put everything in your calculator.